Welcome back. FTX founder and Democrat mega donor Sam Bankman-Fried charged with putting together a multi-year fraud scheme by the SEC. According to the Securities Exchange Commission, he was defrauding billions of dollars from the company's equity investors. $1.8 billion to be exact. They believe Bankman-Fried built his foundation on deception, convincing investors FTX was one of the safest places for crypto, which everything was, everybody's kind of wondering, this crypto thing, is this thing really real? It's starting to look kind of bad now. He was also indicted on 8 criminal charges by federal prosecutors in New York as well, including conspiracy to commit wire fraud, securities fraud, individual charges of securities fraud, money laundering, yada, 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 yada. It all follows his arrest that took place yesterday in the Bahamas, which has a lot of people questioning the timing of the arrest, right? He had put off his testimony for one day because he was too busy. He was supposed to testify today. He agreed to a Zoom testimony. He had prepared remarks. And then, even though they hadn't even subpoenaed his testimony, they just go and arrest him. Clearly, he did not see the arrest coming. Joining me now is Internet Accountability Project founder and president Mike Davis. Good to have you on, sir. He's actually fighting extradition from the Bahamas to the United States. Why do you think they didn't want him to testify?
That's a very good question. Here is this 30-year-old crypto kid who is the second biggest donor to Democrats in the 2022 cycle. He donated $40 million to Democrats. He's number 2 behind George Soros. The House Financial Services Committee invited him but didn't subpoena him to testify, which is strange. I was the staff leader for 30 hearings and another 40 Senate Judiciary Committee meetings when I worked on for then Chairman Chuck Grassley on the Senate Judiciary Committee. It's just very strange they didn't subpoena him, and it's even more strange that the Biden Justice Department announced this indictment and this extradition before he could go testify before the House Financial Services Committee and incriminate himself. I don't know why they would not want him to do that unless they don't want him to blow the whistle on people maybe they're trying to protect.
Yeah, well, that's exactly. I mean, it's got to be that because, again, they don't even subpoena the kid. They just invite him to testify, and then he puts it off for a day, and then he says he's going to do it, and then they go from not even subpoenaing to go and we're just going to arrest. We're going to send the Bahamian police to go arrest you. You wonder, did they sit there and say, okay, what could he possibly reveal if he starts testifying? If he gets put into a corner, he might say something. It's amazing to see how. I mean, I can't help but think that's got to be what it is. Nothing else about it makes any sense. The House Financial Services Committee did hold a hearing today, even without SBF. The new CEO, a guy named John Ray, testified, claimed there's no record keeping at all. He really insulted the way this company was run. He said they used QuickBooks for their accounting. It kind of seems like this group of kids just fell backwards into just a huge pile of money when crypto took off.
Yeah, it's amazing. I can't imagine why anyone with a brain, and maybe that's going to be their defense on fraud, is why would you invest with this guy? I mean, look at him. He's a 30-year-old. He looks like he just crawled out of a crack den, and you're giving billions of dollars to this kid. You have to question the investors more than anything.
Yeah, and I mean, he was moving the money from FTX over to Alameda, and apparently he was just dumping it into. I mean, everybody remembered there was all these coins out of nowhere. I mean, it started with Bitcoin, right? And then all of a sudden, Elon Musk just creates a coin out of nowhere, and everybody else has a coin, and he was investing in all that, and then it just all collapsed.
Yeah, well, I mean, remember when you have bankruptcy, when you have fraud, the money needs to go back to the people who were defrauded. So these Democrat politicians. Yeah. Who are saying they're going to donate to their favorite liberal charity. No, that's not how it works. It needs to go back. They need to pay it back. They need to have their campaigns pay back to the bankruptcy estate, and so they can give it back to the people who are defrauded here.
$40 million is what I think he donated to the Democrat Party. He also threw some at Republicans, to be fair, but it was dramatically more towards Democrats. And it sounds like he was just trying to buy influence and get regulators off of his back so he could continue playing this game. Mike Davis, thank you so much for taking the time for the clarity.
Thank you.
All right.